Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroa here, and welcome back to Let's Play Soul Calibur Legends. In the last episode, we got back to the Imperial City of Vienna and conquered all of the gates, both central and northern, or central, eastern, and western, those three. And in this episode, we are going to fight the Masked Emperor. Victory conditions are give it your all and defeat the enemy. I won't count on anyone, except for you guys. And it's a Siegfried-only mission, so, yeah. We get to use the Requiem for the first time.
So you've come, Siegfried. We will eliminate everything that stands in our way, and that of our people! So it is to be a path bathed in blood. Come, Siegfried!
How are you any different from Barbaros?
Yeah, you tell him.
Our people are our flesh and blood. Step aside! Unseemly! Disperse!
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, come on, let me get up. Let me get up. Alright, so whenever she doesn't have those wings or whatever, that's when you can attack her. Now I'm gonna warn you right now, I have faced this boss before, obviously, and there is literally sometimes so many things going on the screen at once that it will lag your Wii. Not my capture card, the Wii. Ah, come on. Oh, right in the leg. Let me get up. Ah, you're not gonna let me get up.
You can't stop me!
Ah. Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot on this mission, I'm gonna tell you right now.
How are you any different from Barbaros?
Allow us to protect thousands of our people. Step aside!
Ah, let me get up.
Never yet!
Step aside! Never yet! Come! Give up! Unseemly! Disperse!
Now! You're mine!
This is the finale! Give up! For your disrespect! Not over yet!
Jeez.
Useless! Give up! Take this!
Now!
Useless! Give up! For your disrespect! finale. East, it's power. Step aside. You shall die.
Not over yet.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Not over yet. Come. Useless.
There we go. Now I'm in the middle of the room.
I shall show you our resolve.
Yeah, see, that's where it's slowing down right there, is whenever she gets all those attacks going on at once.
How are you any different from Von?
See the suffering of our people. Step aside. Useless. Give up. Step aside. Step aside.
Not over yet.
Okay, I don't know what happened right there.
Give up. Unseemly. Disperse.
Now you're mine. You're mine.
No mercy. Not over yet. Come. For your disrespect. Not over yet. No mercy. Useless. For your disrespect. Not over yet. Take off. Useless. Give up. Step aside. You shall die.
Now you're mine. Take off.
Useless.
So whenever you get closer, stabbing and then the left slash works really well, apparently. It's been a while since I've done this boss battle, so... Wow, I actually got her on the third try. Not too bad.
Our people. Our people. Our people. Eliminate. 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 All. All. All.
Iska.
Oh, I've waited so long for this moment. Soul Calibur and Soul Edge are finally in my grasp! What? Too dramatic?
Iska. What's going on?
I had to change my plan because of you people. But I did get both swords, so that's all right. What do you think? Pretty good, isn't it? I made it to look like my sister. I think it worked out quite well. Like I said, it doesn't matter who they are. Everyone betrays you eventually. It's a fact of life. I'm dying to know. Did you like the story about her wanting to destroy everything that threatened her people?
What are you talking about?
Come on, don't you get it? You were all fooled. By me. The Emperor's philosophy was a lie. The journey you all went on with me was a lie. It was all lies. Lies! If only I'd had power back then, I could have... All I want is to be strong, to have power. I want to have the power to overcome whatever betrayal, pain, or sadness life may bring. That's all there is to it. That's all I need! You think you can defeat me with words?
So, a little surprising, huh? But you didn't expect that one. Some of you probably did, but I'm sure there's some of you also that probably didn't. Alright, so I'll try to explain all the attacks as best I can. That one with the rings that he just shoots at you,
You're in my way.
what you need to do is just reflect as many back as you can, because they will do damage to him. A little, but they will do damage, and it's an easy attack to counter.
You're in my way.
Gotta say I love this background too.
Let's end this.
Now this is a beam you can't jump over, unlike the Guardian Fafnir's, because it's gonna go across the entire level, so you have to jump over it, or else you're gonna get hit by it.
Get ready. Take this.
That one you just simply dodge and then hit him.
You won't get past it.
Dodge it.
You won't get away. Let's end this. This is power.
And then whenever he splits into 3, sometimes it's only 2, but in this case it's 3.
Be gone.
So the trick is, like, if it's a horizontal one like that,
This is the end.
you've got to do a horizontal slash. If it's a vertical one, you've got to do a vertical slash.
Be gone. You're pretty stubborn.
But they're just clones, so they go out in one hit, so...
There you go.
I think the vertical ones are actually easier, but that's just me. But you gotta do it exactly 3 times in a row, or the cycle's just gonna repeat forever.
You go.
Okay, I'm not stabbing right there.
This.
Maybe I should have just done that. I actually wasn't paying attention to the health meter, so I don't know if killing the clones does damage to him or not. I'll find out next time that shows up.
You're in my way. Will work.
He just said it won't work, and he's like falling to his doom.
You're pretty stubborn. There you go.
No, it doesn't do damage to him. Oh, it does. Never mind. So if you get all 3, you can do a boatload of damage all at once. Okay, yeah, here's where he splits into 2.
No use.
This one you just have to dodge his attack twice. The first one's always the clone, I believe. Funny, I remember this boss battle being a lot harder, but I guess it's not. Oh no, he's just shooting the beam.
You won't get away.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you're mine.
Ah, more like too slow. Quite move fast enough there. Oh no, not this attack.
Let's end this.
You've got to like jump into this little triangle thing in the middle. It's really irritating to dodge. Because most of the time that's just going to happen. I did not do a horizontal slash right there. Or a vertical slash, I should say.
Show me power. Too easy. You're open.
I definitely didn't do a stab right there. What the heck?
Take this.
I only got one. Jeez.
This is power. Sorry. Give up. Be gone.
Well, I got his clones. And like I said, hitting the clones do damage, so that's better than nothing.
Too easy. You're open. Take this.
Okay, that I did a vertical slash instead of going up from down. I went down to up, and it still didn't work.
Let's end this.
There we go. Ah, I almost dodged. Actually, I think you can just stand still in that second one. I'm going to have to test that theory if I make it that far, or if the battle doesn't end by then. Because I actually don't remember if you can just stand still.
Let's end this. You're in my way.
Oh, he did a different attack. Didn't expect that one.
No use. You won't get away. You can't stop me.
There we go. That's how you do some damage right there. I think if his HP meter gets low enough, he can't actually duplicate as many clones. But it's got to be like really low. Even lower than what it's at right now. It's got to be almost dead low.
Let's end this.
Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, you can just stand still and jump for that second one. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Sorry. Give up. Take off. Too easy. You're open. Take this.
There we go. I'm surprised that only took one try. I'll be quiet, though. In fact, I'll take my headset off.
So I can't have it, even with this? Yeah, I guess this is just life. The righteous don't always win out in the end. Siegfried, no matter how good your friends are, they will betray you. Yes, you will be betrayed. Someday, you'll be consumed with the desire for power once more. What is true power? I don't care anymore. You guys can figure it out. Ilona, I just wanted you to...
What were we able to protect with the power we gained, Iska? In the end, I wasn't able to protect anything. Not even you, my friend. But this is not the end for me!
And with that, the main story of Soul Calibur Legends is all over. Even though it was a short game, even though it's not a typical Soul Calibur game, it's definitely got great backstory for the characters, and I think just a good storyline overall. But that might just be my opinion. Who knows? And might as well let you read something here in a minute. Right. Yeah, right here. So they have Iska and Alona buried. What's funny though is as you continue the story, Iska will still be on that side right there. He'll still talk to you. But, you know, I guess it's assuming the final part of the story is the final part of the story and you're not going back, even though I am, because I'm going to be showing you all the unlockable stuff you get and going through all the levels to get all the swords again. So, yeah, we'll be seeing that. I don't know, though. It always seemed like that last part where Iska dies and it's got all those quotes, it seems like it always gets to me, because it's funny how the human mind can want something so simple. All he wanted was his sister back, which, you know, that's not evil or anything like that. You know, he just wanted to see his sister again, but it got so warped and corrupted in his mind because he was lonely and upset and angry at the world that it just warps his mind so much to where he plans out this whole thing and ends up, you know, if Siegfried hadn't stopped him, he probably would have conquered the world just like everybody else with the two swords. And then that one phrase, what were we able to protect with the power we gained, just reminds you that this is earthly, and, you know, once you're dead, and you can't protect everything that you want forever, because either it's going to die, or, you know, assuming it's a human, it's going to die or you're going to die eventually. You can't stop death. It's just not possible. So it's just strange seeing how warped something can truly become, just from of the world and loneliness and all that. It just seems crazy overall. But anyway, let me get back to the actual what I think of the game. It's probably not worth the $50. I didn't pay $50 for it. I paid $20 for it, but it definitely wasn't worth the $50 price of a typical Wii game. Especially if you prefer a Soul Calibur game, definitely not worth $50. But I'd say worth at least $30, maybe, because if you don't know much about the Soul Calibur series, and in particular Siegfried, Ivy, Mitsurugi, all the characters, especially Siegfried / Nightmare, this will explain a lot of it, and there's actually a little bit of story after all of this credit stuff is done. And it does explain a lot of stuff really well, because this is the transition game, even though it came out later, this is the transition between the first game and the second one. So it's between Soul Calibur 2 and Soul Calibur 1, or Soul Edge is actually what the first one was called. But it is very interesting. Man 1, Man 2, Man 3, whatever. But it's definitely a great game for backstory. Overall, it's not too bad. There are some pretty difficult fights, but overall in difficulty, it's not too bad. The final two boss fights will probably give you trouble on the first try, and the Fafnir fight with the 3 stages of him going into the air and landing back down, those will probably give you trouble, but that's really all. The rest of them aren't that bad. I mean, they can be difficult, but they're not too bad once you get the hang of the game. So, difficulty-wise, I actually like the difficulty, though. It's not ridiculously easy, but it's not so easy that it's boring.
The story of the two swords continues, transcending history and the world, time and again challenging mankind to ponder the question, what is true power?
Alright, this right here. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's Nightmare, because Siegfried does become controlled by Soul Edge, and he turns into Nightmare, the Nightmare you see in Soul Calibur 2. And eventually he does break free in Soul Calibur 3, and that's why in Soul Calibur 3 you have Siegfried and Nightmare. So even though he thinks he won't be corrupted by it, he still does. Now the question, whenever those two swords drop in the ground, Soul Edge and Soul Calibur, the question, why does he not grab Soul Calibur because it won't transform him, that's never answered. He doesn't actually, he can fight with the Soul Calibur weapon in the series, but his typical weapon is the Requiem. Alright, like I said, I'll show off party later. Here are the options, by the way, I went over this earlier. You can set it to normal or hard if you want. I had it on normal the whole game because that's what it's automatically set to. You can change the sound settings, you can put the subtitles on or off. You can change the controller settings, whether it's lock on or, you know, Do you want to make it easier to make horizontal or vertical attacks? Easier to make the thrust attack? Do you want the sensitivity low, normal, or high? I set it to high. I actually changed that one. The button configuration, which I just kept it on A. Dominant arm. It starts on right-handed, but since I am left-handed, that's what I had it on. And then save those options. But if you go back to your quest here, you'll see now it's on Chapter 7 automatically. This is a rift in time where you can go to any point you choose. And you can choose a scene you'd like to experience again. See, he's still here. I kind of want to just show a basic level here, so let's go for the very first one. Okay, there we go. That's the first one, Defend the Capital. We're going to skip all that because we've seen it before. Now, if you notice in that left area it says Character Color, you can actually change the color of your character's costume. So I'm going to be showing all of those off. So his typical color is black. If you want to change it, you can press C. So we're going to use that. And we'll show off Taki's. And here's what they look like.
Damn monsters!
Of course.
Look a little bit different, huh? They still fight the same, though.
Playtime is over.
So what we're going to do is return to the world map, and I'll show you the other costumes. Because everybody's got a different one. Now, those are the only alternate costumes. There's only one alternate for each character, but... Alright, Ivy's is white. Siegfried's is red. Some of the character color changes I like, and some of them I don't. I like Ivy's because she looks better in white than she does in that purplish pink outfit. But I don't like Siegfried's. His looks really weird. Look at that. It looks weird. I'm just saying.
No one runs from me.
Westgate is getting overpowered. Go help the Westgate.
Map. Let's show the other ones. And I will be getting all the swords as well, which I've never actually made it up to the top rank, but this is the thing I use, because you have to get a whole bunch of blade hearts and just do the level as fast as you can. So I'll just like cut to each thing that like each time I get a new weapon. So Sophidia's is green and Astaroth's is blue. Astaroth looks really weird.
Return to your domain.
Sophidia's isn't too bad. I don't know, she just, I don't know, green just doesn't look like her color. And then Astaroth just looks really weird. But he looks better in this outfit, I think, than the orange one. And let's show off Lloyd's. Lloyd probably has my favorite color change whenever his goes to the whitish color.
I'm going all out.
I just think it looks pretty cool.
Guide me.
The blue boots and the blue gloves, white shirt. It just looks really cool. I think it does look
Go
cool.
help the Westgate.
Let's see, is there anything else I want to explain in Quest? Trying to think here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rift in Time. We know that. It won't always say it, it's just because I didn't, you know. So now, see on the Siegfried only missions, you don't have to choose Siegfried, you can choose whoever you want, so. Play this as Lloyd. Now, it's still only going to be one character, but it doesn't have to be Siegfried anymore. Now, all the cutscenes are going to be the same,
Is this
but
really warrior people?
see, you don't have to use Siegfried anymore.
We will take that sword to perform our
So if you didn't like Siegfried because he's kind of slow in this fight, now you don't have to worry about it. Of course, you had to beat it anyway. But, you know.
Unseemly. Disperse.
This is the end. See ya.
Useless. Give up. Unseemly. Disperse.
This is sword ring.
Useless. Give up.
And it seems like the faster characters do work better here, but maybe it's just because I prefer the speed characters.
This is the finale.
And my screensaver keeps coming up at the worst possible time. But now you know what that looks like, so... no, I want to return to the world map, not the title screen. So, Siegfried only missions, you can choose whoever you want for those. Just so you know, when I'm going to be grinding, I usually do grind on this first capital one, which is defend the capital. It's going to start on the earliest mission, so for this case, it's not going to be a Guardian Cervantes, it's going to be the Evil Sword Soul Edge first. So this is the easiest mission to do, but I think the one with the most blade hearts is this one. Don't quote me on that, I'll put an annotation if that's wrong. But I'm going to be grinding, and every time that I get to a certain rank, I'll let you know what it is and what weapon it is, so... yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, just note that, like I said, I will be doing party mode. That's going to be on my other channel, Violet Blade 21, because party mode, you have to have somebody do it with you. So, yeah, that's just a heads up. And that's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to explain for story mode, because that's really all there is to it. You can go back and play any of the missions you want, have alternate character costumes, so yeah, just have a blast with it. If you want to go through those Siegfried-only missions without Siegfried, then feel free. Any of the missions where you had to be in a group like Mitsurugi and Astaroth, or Ivy and Lloyd, you don't have to choose those two characters anymore, so... yeah, this has been it for the main story mode, minus the weapon acquirement that I will show you guys. So until I get that all done, we're going to be have this project finished once that is done, so... thank you guys for watching. Even though this project isn't over, I'm not going to say goodbye on this project because it's not over yet. So, see you guys at all the cuts. Well, actually, I'll probably just make a new video. So, see you guys when I start getting all the weapons. Later.